Hi all of you, a very good morning and welcome to my YouTube channel Tech in Maths. मैं निवेश कुमार दास इस वीडियो में जेई मेन 29 जैन 2024 शिफ्ट 1 का क्वेश्चन जो डेफिनेट इंटीग्रेशन का है. So going to solve this question. So let us see how would we solve this question. Here the integral minus pi by 2 to pi by 2 x square cos x by 1 plus pi to the power x plus 1 plus sin square x by 1 plus e to the power sin x, and this sin x x to the power 2023 dx is equal to pi by 4 pi plus a minus 2. Then what is the value of a? Okay, so we have the integration. So key concept is that what property we will use here. The one of the property here a to b definite integration का property है fx dx is what a to b f a plus b minus x dx. So this property we will use here. Okay, so यहाँ पे इंटीग्रेशन क्या है? इंटीग्रेशन we have here is minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and we have to integrate x square cos x divided by 1 plus pi to the power x, and then plus 1 plus sin square x whole divided by 1 plus e to the power sin x, and this x to the power 2023 dx. Okay, and we will use this property first. Okay, this property. So while applying this property, let this be 1, right? इसको मैंने 1 मान लिया. ओके, सो प्रॉपर्टी अप्लाई करने पे a और b क्या है हमारा? a प्लस बी माइनस एक्स. अगर मैं a प्लस बी माइनस एक्स की बात करूँ, सो माइनस पाई बाई टू प्लस पाई बाई टू और माइनस एक्स. सो दिस इज इक्वल टू माइनस एक्स. सो दिस आई इंटीग्रेशन विल बी माइनस पाई बाई टू टू पाई बाई टू. देन व्हाट वी हैव हियर, यहाँ पे हमारे पास है क्या? 1 प्लस we have here the 1 x square cos x. So x will be replaced by minus x, so minus x whole square, then cos minus x divided by what? 1 plus pi to the power minus x, then plus what we have? 1 plus sin square, we have here sin square minus x, and divided by 1 plus e to the power sin, and minus x to the power 2023 dx. Okay, so we replacing x by minus x because a plus b minus x is minus x. So what we have the result here, मैं इसको अगर डिटेल में सॉल्व करूँ, so this is minus pi by 2, this is pi by 2, this is x square, cos minus theta is cos theta, so cos x, right? And 1 plus, we can write this 1 plus 1 by pi to the power x, and here 1 plus sin minus x is minus x, but whole square is there, so it will be sin square x whole divided by 1 plus e to the power sin minus x whole to the power 2023, so it will be what? Minus x to the power 2023, right? So we can write this as, and sin minus x is what? Sin minus x is minus sin x. So what we can write here is, this is what here basically e to the minus sin then x to the power 2023 dx. Now what we can do here is, we can write this as minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. We take the LCM, so this pi to the power x will multiply to the numerator part. This is x square cos x, and in denominator part what we have? Pi to the power x plus 1. Same here we will do, we will make this positive, so 1 upon, so this e to the power sin x to the power 2023 will multiply to the numerator part, so that is this into 1 plus sin square x, and in denominator what we have? E to the power sin x to the power 2023 and plus 1, right? dx. So just let this be the second equation, जिसको मैंने second मान लिया, and here we have this one is the first. So adding this two, मैं दोनों को ऐड कर रहा हूँ, फर्स्ट एंड सेकेंड को अगर मैं ऐड करता हूँ, सो व्हाट डू वी गेट? आई प्लस आई, दैट इज 2i, एंड व्हाट वी हैव हियर? minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. सो फर्स्ट पार्ट जो है, फर्स्ट पार्ट को अगर मैं इसको ऐड करता हूँ एक्स स्क्वायर कॉस एक्स बाय 1 प्लस पाई टू द पावर एक्स, सो यहाँ पे भी इसका फर्स्ट पार्ट में द एलसीएम वुड बी सेम, and what we can take common here, so 1 plus pi to the power x, and we take here the x square cos x, and denominator part would be 1 plus pi to the power x. For the second term, second term what we can do here is same here. इस वाले पार्ट में हमारा क्या हो जाएगा, ये एलसीएम हो जाएगा 1 प्लस ई टू द पावर साइन एक्स टू द पावर 2023, एंड दिस विल बी टेकन कॉमन. सो हमारा रिजल्ट जो है यहाँ पे क्या हो जाएगा, 1 प्लस e to the power sin x to the power 2023, and here in other bracket 1 plus sin square x, and the LCM, that is what, the 1 plus e to the power sin x to the power 2023 dx. So you can see this part and this part get cancelled, this part and this part get cancelled. So we have here the 2i equal to what, 2i equal to minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, and this is what, x square cos x dx, x square cos x dx, and this part we can write this as, or let this be right in one bracket. So this is what here, 1 plus sin square x, 1 plus sin square x dx. Now we can check for even and odd, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2, we can check for even and odd. So x square is even function, cos x is even function, so product is even. 1 plus sin square x, sin square x is, sin x is odd function but sin square x is even function, right? So overall the given integration function, this function is even function, so we can write this as 2 times, right? When integration is this one, when function is even, minus a to a limit fx dx, when the function is even, so we can write this as 2 times 0 to a fx dx, right? So this will be 0 to a fx dx. Okay, so we can write here 0 to a, 2 times 0 to a fx dx. So here we will write 2 times 0 to pi by 2, okay, 2 times 0 to pi by 2, and this is what, x square cos x plus x square cos x, 1 minute, we can write here this way, dx, just remove this dx here, basically I have taken here the common part, right? This is cos x and this is dx, okay, and 1 plus sin square x, and this is dx. Now I will, what, this is what, 2i, so 2 and 2 get cancelled. Now I will use the by parts for this part, okay. So integration, what we have here, we have integration here, that is 0 to pi by 2, here x square, this is what, x square cos x dx, right, dx, and then another one is 0 to pi by 2, 1 dx, so dx, and the third part 0 to pi by 2, here is what, this is what here, that is sin square x, okay. So we need to integrate now, this is EG now, so we will use the by parts, integration by parts, so u and v, so we will use this one, the integration by parts di method. Basically the first function, integration of second function b1 minus derivative of first function, integration of second function, right, integration of second function, right, b1, integration of v1 here, b1, and this is what, b2, b2, so the v2 is basically v1, integration of v1, then plus u double dash is what, basically derivative of u dash, and v3, like this, so on, right, minus here, okay, alternate sign, so x square, so here x square u, and derivative, integration of cos is sin x, then minus sign, derivative of x square is 2x, and integration of sin x is minus cos x, and then plus 2x, derivative of 2x is 2, and minus here, minus sign, this sign minus, and cos is sin x, and then it will stop here because derivative of 2 will be 0, so we will stop here. So limit is what, 0 to pi by 2, and dx, integration of dx is x, so limit is what, 0 to pi by 2. अब यहाँ पे हम साइन स्क्वायर एक्स को कैसे इंटीग्रेट करेंगे, साइन स्क्वायर एक्स के लिए मैं यूज़ कर सकता हूँ ये वाला फार्मूला, 1 प्लस कॉस 2x, 1 प्लस कॉस 2x बाई 2 dx. सो अगर मैं अब अप्लाई करूँ इस वाले इंटीग्रेशन में, सो दिस इज व्हाट एक्स स्क्वायर हियर, सो पाई स्क्वायर by 4, pi square by 4, sin pi by 2, sin pi by 2 is 1, minus minus plus, but cos pi by 2 is 0, so this is 0, minus 2 sin pi by 2 is 1, so upper limit, then minus lower limit. So for lower limit this will be 0, this will be 0, and sin 0 is 0. For x 0 to pi by 2, for x 0 to pi by 2, this part, this is what pi by 2 minus 0. Here 1 by 2 I take outside, and this what dx integration is x, the integration of cos 2x is sin 2x by 2, sin 2x by 2, and limit is what 0 to pi by 2. So now what we have here, this is what pi square by 4, pi square by 4 minus 2, this is what pi by 2, this is what pi by 2, and so 1 by 2 applying the limit here, so this is what pi by 2, pi by 2 ये हमारा pi by 2 हो गया. अब यहाँ पे मैं पुट करूँ तो sin 2 into pi by 2, sin pi is 0, and for lower limit it is 0, right, 0, and for lower limit it is 0. So finally what we have here, finally we have here the pi square by 4, this is pi square by 4 minus 2 plus pi by 2, plus pi by 2, right, plus pi by 2, and what pi by 4 plus pi by 4, pi by 4. Okay, so simplifying this, this is what pi square by 4, pi square by 4, and together this is what 2 pi plus pi by 4, so 3 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 minus 2. So what we can take common here, pi by 4 we can take common, so this is what pi plus 3, pi plus 3 minus 2. If we compare the result, so this is pi by 4, pi plus alpha, pi plus a, this is what pi by 4, pi plus a minus 2, minus 2. If you compare this, so a is what here, a is 3. If you see the option, so correct option is option A, right? So correct option is option A, that is 3. Hope you will be clear with this solution. I will come with the new sets of question and their solution. Please consider subscribing my channel. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.